Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is FabriChat.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you know what today is?
Wednesday.
It's huge.
No, I have no idea.
Today is Chinese New Year.
Oh, that's a good day.
I know.
I don't watch the news. I don't know
if it's on the news. I don't know if
wake
that
up
makes the news. There's so many other things right now.
and drive to town.
Oh, yeah. It's Chinese New Year. Yeah, it's super exciting.
That's fun.
Last year at this time, we were in Indonesia.
Right.
But it seems to me that the Chinese New Year's last year was on February 4th or February 8th or something. It was going to be 2 days after we were gone, and everybody said, oh, thank God, because the whole place shuts down, nobody works, everybody's out in the street. So if you were a traveler looking for dinner, you will not find it.
Oh.
Because nobody is open. And so, anyway, we missed out. But, yeah, today's Chinese New Year. Today starts the year of the snake.
Ooh.
Ends the year of the dragon, which is me. Mm-hmm. You are a monkey.
I'm a monkey.
Tracy is a rat. Robert is I knew what he was. He's a goat.
Yeah.
He's a goat. Pa is a tiger. A tiger and a dragon, you wouldn't think would be a good couple, right?
Right.
We are known as the power couple.
Oh, really? Tigers and dragons, huh?
Tigers and dragons will stay together for a long time. It's a lasting relationship because of our loyalty and our devotion to each other and the understanding that both of us understand that the other one wants to be in charge.
Ah, well.
Does that not
is.
the scripture?
Yeah, that does. Light perfectly. Mom rules
Let him
everything
think
inside the walls. Dad can rule everything outside in the world.
He thinks he does.
Until the dragon comes in and says, oh, really? That's how you're going to do that?
I think between a dragon and a tiger, a dragon would win. I'm just saying.
She's a fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, yes. And an Aquarius, so I also rule water. Spoken like a dragon. Anyway, it's always kind of fun. And what's really fun is that so many of our hippie friends, it's just such a big thing.
Yeah.
We went out to dinner at Cloudview on Saturday night, and I thought it was because Saturday was the start of the planetary alignment.
Oh, yeah.
It's another great big, fun astrological hippie thing, And I said, oh my gosh, did you organize this? He said, no, it was for the Chinese New Year.
Oh.
Is why they were getting ready. So they had all of these lanterns up and all of that kind of stuff. We did go up, though. Do you know about the planetary alignment? They're calling it a planetary parade.
Yes, I've seen some of the pictures that people are taking with their telescopes.
Yeah. We went up and looked. It was Tracy and Lisa and I, and after dinner
Did you
we
just
went
go to
up.
Dry Falls?
No, we didn't even go that far. We just went up to 20.
Oh.
To the end of 20.
Sure.
And we could see, beautiful, because it's super easy for us to see Venus.
Right.
So we could see Venus and Mercury beyond. And then, of course, we're number 3. And then we could very easily see Mars. Mars is super obvious. Mm-hmm. And then we felt that we could see, what's next? Neptune. I always get it wrong. No, it's not Neptune. It's Jupiter. Jupiter is next. We felt that we could see Jupiter, but we couldn't see beyond that. We couldn't figure out why. And then we looked it up on the news and they said, oh, no. The first night you could maybe only see about 4. And they said that the best is going to be, I think tonight. I think tonight is the new moon. And that's when there's going to be less illumination so that you'd be able to see it. But I don't know. So we're going to make several trips up there to try to see it. I wonder if some of those pictures aren't AI generated. They don't really look real to me.
Oh, do they? I don't know. I never know. Some of the telescopic
they're
ones
beautiful,
are really
but
cool. And you never know what they have to do with their cameras or their phones to enhance the image, like the Northern Lights. I don't know.
I'm suspicious, but
I go and look all the time. Because, we're out in the country enough that there are no lights.
Yeah.
And we can see things.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to drive up. The screaming lights of Soap Lake.
Bright beacon here.
Yeah. Anyway, that's supposed to last until February 25th, and it won't happen again for 400 years.
Wow. That's cool.
The visibility of it, I guess. But anyway, so kind of fun. Just sort of a fun little time. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what we do to celebrate the Chinese New Year. I wonder, there must be some, Tracy's going to know. She's going to have some weird at her lunch today that involves seafood. I mean, seaweed. I mean, seaweed and something. We'll ask her. She'll know. Let's see. I have a ton of things to emails and messages and questions and a ton of things on my stack here. Awesome. First of all, your hair broke the internet.
I know. I put it back because it was illuminating.
So distracting.
It's so distracting. So it's tucked back a little bit.
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
Your hair is so beautiful.
I got it done last Thursday. Is when I got it done. So
it is beautiful.
I need to wash it. I was going to wash it last night. I just hate washing it the first time because there's always so much dye that releases. And I was so cold last night anyways, and I washed my hair in cold water. I was like, I cannot do it.
Do you always have to wash it in cold water when
it's dye molecules is really why. Because red and pink molecules are so much bigger. So you have to wash them in cold water, otherwise it won't last as long. And it still doesn't last as long as like blue and green dye. Blue and green dyed hair lasts forever. You must have to bleach it out and restart because it's so hard to get washed out of your hair. Huh. So red and pink and any kind of those colors are very easy to get out of your hair. So yeah, I do. I wash it in cold water.
That is unbelievable to me.
Beautiful pain. Beauty's pain. It's just how it works. But I have one of those dog wands in my shower.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just sit on the floor and then wash my hair that way.
Oh, so only the top of your head gets cold.
Yeah, and then I take a normal shower in hot water and put a shower cap on. And yeah, so it's not super miserable, but I was already too cold and
it sounds super miserable to me.
Wasn't feeling it. So when I put it up, it doesn't look so much greasy. If I take it out, it's slick.
Nice.
Yeah. So hopefully you can't tell I'm listening.
Break down and wash that hair.
I am. I need to wash it probably tonight.
Well, that kind of makes sense because it's the same thing with fabric, right? Is that, those dye molecules that we have,
what will run and what
the one that will run will be red because it's so large that will rest on the surface. And
the longer it can sit in your hair before the first washing, the more it kind of gets absorbed and it's supposed to be better. I mean, I still take a shower, wash all the other dirty bits, but I just won't wash my hair for a good week and just let it dry. So,
yeah.
And unless I get super itchy or whatever. But that's the best part about going to a salon, besides getting your hair done and feeling great, is that someone else washing your hair. The whole little scalp massage.
That is the best part.
Gosh, my scalp feels so much better.
I know.
After visiting Patty.
And having somebody do it.
Yeah.
If I were ever, won the lottery, that's where I would blow my money. Get somebody to come.
Go once a week.
No. I want it in my house. I want you to come to me.
I want you
wash my hair.
I don't want a chef. I want to.
Yes. Hair. No, I want you to wash my hair.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I totally agree.
Best part.
Mm-hmm. It is. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow after
Good.
work. Yeah. Kind of. And I mean, obviously, you guys know me long enough to know, don't get excited. You won't even know. You won't even know anything happened. Yeah, I'll get it trimmed. And she always cuts off several inches. I mean, it'll be so short. And we're going to add a little more blonde so I can have a little bit more fun. But that's it. And I, a lot of people have said, when am I going to do something fun with my hair? It's going to be never. So my hair
likes what she likes.
I do. And a lot of it is just because I know what it looks like. And so my hair is super, super unruly. I don't know that I would call it curly.
Yeah, it's
not curly. It's more than wavy. It's just tangled. Tangled is all you can
And she has
say.
you probably can't tell
so
she has
much.
so much hair. It's like a horse's tail. It's coarse, it's thick, and there's a lot of it.
A lot of it. And so in order to, if it's going to be short, it's either going to be out to here or it has to be thinned. And then you run the risk that it looks like a shag or a whatever. Yeah. And then again, to try to straighten short hair, again, it just, Anyway, I've been through all of those stages with my hair, and this is just it. And I probably would never put color in it because, again,
she's done a little strip of pink before,
and it lasted 3 days.
Hot water, melt that bad boy out.
Every time I looked in the mirror, it's like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah, I
don't even wear colored clothes.
No.
My clothes are white, cream, gray,
You're
or
lucky
black.
she's going blonde.
I know. I mean, if I can commit to a colored shirt for 8 hours, even my pajamas are gray.
Yeah. She's wearing pajamas too.
I do. So anyway, I am what I am. I'm very quiet and demure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd use that.
Okay, that's not nice. Anyways, so you broke the internet with that, and then of course then they got to see Brittany's hair, and
Yeah,
Brittany's
she likes
hair,
it.
and so yeah.
Her grandma, Grandma Nola, she is fabulous. But every time I go to her house, I don't know when the first time I got my hair done was like August. It was like around fair is how I remember it. And I hadn't seen her until
2
like
years
close
ago, August.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Every time I go in there, she's like, first time, you getting ready for Halloween? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be a witch? No, just want pink hair. Is Robert okay with that? I don't care. You're so happy.
She is definitely not okay with it.
She's not.
Why are you doing that?
I know. And then Brittany comes over with, blue and purple hair. Oh, are you gonna be a witch too with Brianna? Grandma, no. I just wanted it makes me happy, and I like Brianna's hair. Oh. I said, yeah, Grandma, I'm not a very good influence. She's, well, I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, if you're only coloring your hair, how bad could that be?
Have you seen my tattoos?
Look, she likes our tattoos. She talks about them all the time.
Oh, that's good.
It's the hair that does it. This just puts her over. Like, the hair. I don't know. She's getting used to it. It's growing on her.
Yeah.
They are all used to it. Even Dad is used to just, brown with pink hair. I'm pretty sure the day I go with regular brown hair, everyone will like, are you okay?
Yeah. Are you depressed?
Are we good? Why? What's happening?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
Like I know. I like it.
Yeah. I think yeah, it's popular. It's a good thing. Let's see. All right. So let's see. So we had a couple other things. I meant to do this. Oh my gosh, Ben, super sorry. So Ben mailed this to me quite some time ago, and I keep telling him I'm going to do this, but I keep forgetting. But Ben is our squirrel hunter friend from Louisiana, that, we make fun of all the time. And he's the reason we have squirrel days. And a lot of people remember Lori. And so Lori is, his wife. Here the three of us are together. And she passed away last April. And so we got to spend quite a bit of time with her. We went on a cruise, and they came up here a couple of times. And anyway, and then if you remember, many of you guys made quilt blocks. And then we made... we finished one quilt. We have another one that is now being quilted, but we have enough quilts. We have enough blocks for 3 quilt tops.
Cool.
So anyway, he has one and sent a bunch of thank you cards, because for some of you guys, we knew exactly who it was, or others it was just from... like I knew Amanda, that it was Amanda Dorner, and I knew there was a bunch of them that I knew Janet was Janet Clark, and but there were some of them that just said Sheila on it. So he just wanted me to make sure, he sent out the thank you cards for those that he could, but he just wanted me to make sure and give you guys just a heartfelt thank you. It really means a lot to him. He has it in a very special place, and he just absolutely loves it. And anyway, it's funny that he meant to give a picture of Lori, but that is our little Ben. He's not our little Ben. He's the same size as Pa, but anyway, he's going to come up. He is going to come up and be here in June.
Oh, good.
He's going to come up and hang out for a little bit and do some fishing and go with us. And
good.
Anyway, so we're excited to have him come up and hang out for a bit, and maybe he'll the squirrels will be scared, I'm sure, while he's here. But, every morning when we pull up across the alley from us back where we park, there's church, and there is a big old chubby squirrel.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, and there's one, maybe it's a different one all the time, I never know, but comes down just to stand there on the edge of the grass and flick its tail at Lizzie. Yeah, and make a little
Yeah,
chatter
whatever
sound.
it wants to talk about.
Yeah, that it, I guess, wants Lizzie to chase it. I just don't understand. And then Lizzie looks and then looks at me. It's like, no, do not chase that
I
thing.
think that squirrel knows that dog is leashed. And he's just rubbing it in just
It's
a
like,
little bit.
hey, you want a little bit of this?
Oh, yeah, you
A little
can.
bit of this? Oh, because you're a dog.
You can't get me. You'll get in trouble.
It makes me want to get it. Ben, bring your gun. Okay, no, don't.
Little cat gun. Scare it. Scare it.
Scare it. That's right. That's right. Anyway, okay, so I have that done. The other thing is these.
I know that is.
I just opened this up this morning. It just arrived.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could remember. There's so many of you guys that email me, and then I've called you, so you've kept me in your phone, which I love, and we text back and forth all the time, which is really, really good. I think this was... Oh, I'm not even going to butcher it. I'm not sure who it was that told me. Somebody sent me her website and said, this is a great place to use up your stash. So those of you guys that have just a ton of fabric and you're never ever going to use it. And some of it you're kind of into now and you're making a bunch of quilts, and others it's like, oh, I'm probably never going to sew anything out of this. There is an organization. I went and checked this gal out, and the organization is called Dress a Girl
Around the World.
Dress a Girl Around the World. And so what it is if you follow her, maybe we can put her little website here. She has these YouTube videos, and she shows you how to take, 1.5 yards or 2 yards or whatever out of your stash. She gives you a free dress pattern, and she shows you, and they're cute. They have pockets, and she shows you. I watched and I thought, man, even I could make that. Super, super easy. Cool. So, and everything is free. All of the patterns. The only thing is that she has you buy these labels, and then you can ship them if you want, but she prefers you to ship the dresses to her. And then she and then she does even box openings. Oh, look, I got this dress from,
cool.
Sally in Texas. Oh, look, I got this dress from, Marjorie in Florida. And so she shows you the dresses, and then she boxes them all off, and then she ships them away. So I know 2 girls, impoverished girls. And so the thing is, though, is she asks you to put this label on the front of the dress. So that it's visible. It's just
like on the pocket.
Like on the pocket, just a little label. And you'll see when you go, you'll see the pictures of where they are.
It's 1 by 1.5.
It's just tiny. It's a cute little label. But the reason she wants to do that is because then that's a message when people see that girl is being taken care of.
Yeah.
And so don't mess with her. And so it also kind of gives you a little bit of clout.
And a little
protection. Protection that you're wearing one of these dresses. Anyway, put in the comments, who was it that told me about this? Because it sent me down my usual rabbit hole that I go down, and I appreciate this. So I ordered
really cool.
300 labels. The labels are not expensive. I think you get 100 of them for, I don't remember how much it was. But anyway, I ordered 300 of them. So all you have to do in your notes, say, hey, send me 5. I'm going to package them up in like sets of 5 for free. I'm just going to throw them in your thing. So if you feel like you want to make a couple dresses or whatever, 5, let me know, and I'll send you some of these so you can kind of get started. Go to her website, check her out, and cute dresses. Super simple.
Really cool.
And what a great way to, I think a lot of us have stash management issues, and there might be stuff that we've had. I know I have stuff in my stash that is older than you. I'm never going to sew it, I'm never going to, I just don't use those colors anymore, small calicos, whatever, but it would make a cute little dress.
That's really cool. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah. And what a fun thing, those of you guys that are, Girl Scout den mothers and that kind of thing.
That'd be cool. Girl Scout 4-H.
4-H.
This could be your civic duty part.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Super cute. Anyway, I just thought I would
do a little
I like that shout out. I thought that was a really great. I have 300 here. I ordered 3 bags of 100.
That's really cool.
Happy to share.
Really cool.
And then when she sent them to me, she sent a bunch of information. Dress a Girl is also on TikTok showing videos from around the world distributing dresses and some family videos. It's a Christian
It's all on,
faith-based.
all on her website.
All on her website. Yeah, she sent just a ton of information, but yeah, you can really see all of that on the website. And anyway, and then send the dresses.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's in Forest City, Iowa.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What else? I have a picture here. Okay, so the other thing, the last thing, maybe not last, but it's never the last thing with us. Let's see. Sunday. On the Sunday box opening, we talked about the weather.
Yes.
And we talked about our friends in the South with their poor little fruit trees.
Yes.
And I said, oh, I'll put a picture in of Jen's trees. Because I had been talking to Jen that morning. She goes, oh, yeah, I'll send you a picture. So then after I said that, I didn't have the picture, but I texted Jen, hey,
we need a
picture. We need the picture. Well, so what happened was it warmed up. They took the little coats off of the trees. And both Jen and Jim thought that they had each taken a picture of the coats on the trees. Oh. Neither had. Now, a little backstory here is that Jen said that all of their neighbors think that they're weird because they wanted to plant these fruit trees in their yard, but they were super nervous about the size of the fruit tree and would they really make it.
Sure.
So what they would do, and they get a lot of hurricane force winds, that kind of thing, right? North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And so they had the trees in these big buckets and they would wheel them into the garage.
A lot of people do that. Is that?
I don't think that's weird.
No. I think a lot of people do that.
Protect them. And then when it was a nice sunny day, going to be a sunny week, they would wheel them out.
Yeah.
And so then here, they're going to get bad weather. So they're out putting these coats on the trees. And the neighbors are kind of going, yeah, you guys are like so weird. Where are you really from? Their trees, perfectly healthy.
Oh.
The neighbors' trees, I don't think
healthy.
so much. Kelly said she lost a persimmon tree and a pear tree in Texas. I know that's so weird. Yeah. Anyway, so guess what they did? Because we needed a picture. They went back out and put the coat.
That's so nice.
So the picture.
Bundle up, babe. We're going out.
Yeah. So Jim, thank you. Appreciate that. Jim went ahead and put it on and took the picture and took it off.
Now their neighbors think they're really weird.
They think they're really weird. I think they were trying.
I don't know. Didn't he just take that off?
I just want to make sure the coat still fits.
Now to go up a size this season.
So Jen, we super appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Because I am just super curious about it because, and even Anna and I afterwards while we were waiting for the picture, because you described it as putting the coats on the trees.
Yeah.
And all we could find were these things that looked like mesh.
To keep the bugs and birds out.
Yeah, to keep the birds out. And I thought, well, that can't be it. That's not going to keep them warm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what it is, and it obviously worked. And so then it was funny because then it got us down this whole rabbit hole of talking about what we do up here, which is propane heaters.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the funny thing about that. That doesn't seem smart now that I know that there's coats. Okay, but not that you can put a coat
on an orchard.
In an orchard.
See, they do have those big nets that they cover the whole...
But they cover those for birds.
Birds and hail and that kind of thing.
And hail.
I also think it's also growing season. How we're used to it and we have to be prepared for that late freeze so it doesn't
have
the
trees.
Fruits. Whereas I think North Carolina and Texas...
We don't grow peaches up here.
You shouldn't have to worry about all of a sudden a snowstorm.
We don't grow limes. We don't grow lemons. We don't grow oranges. We don't grow anything that
apples, pears, and cherries.
our zones are very different.
Yeah.
But so we'll use netting, for birds to keep birds out. But what we do is we have the propane heaters. When you kind of think about that we are setting fire about every 5 feet. In the middle of an orchard that has dry leaves
and
everywhere. It's a little scary when you think about it.
And we create wind, which is odd in some places. Like, why would you put wind on those trees?
Yeah, we put wind
to get rid of the dew. So when it heats up to 105,
it won't freeze.
Yeah. All of those things, is so different depending on
what we do.
Yeah,
in fact,
it's so weird.
If you don't have the big wind turbines up there to be able to blow the wind, they will hire helicopters.
Yes.
And they'll come down and, blow all of the dew off so that it doesn't freeze. Because it won't, your frost, if you walk out at 4:00 in the morning, your windshield is just wet.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it freezes and then it becomes ice. And
do you guys have bird cannons in your guys' area with your orchards or whatever? So we have these big, again, propane, that just sound like a big, huge cannon goes off. Just boom, like every 3 minutes during prime peak season, because it'll scare all the birds off. So instead of netting your entire orchard, they just have 3 bird cannons. And it's just air. It's just a sound. It's, of course, not shooting anything.
No, but the birds are supposed to think somebody is shooting at them.
I think it works, but it's annoying.
It does work because their other option is they'll hire
They'll hire
people to go out with their guns.
Get the birds.
And hunt birds. But, of course, what happens is as you're going down the aisle, the birds are landing over here eating these cherries. So really, the cannon...
Yeah,
it's better. But yeah, I think it's always funny whenever people come up and we drive around and we talk about a bunch of stuff.
Out there,
people are always, I think regionally we all come up with different ways to protect our crops and how we grow things. I think so.
I mean, even when people fly over, that's what all these round green rounds are. And it's, of course, our crop. Everything is
circles
in a circle. Because it's easier to water, easier to whatever. There's a few corrugated ground where it's going to be a rectangle or some odd shape, but majority of everything is in a circle shape up here.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you know that in Iowa, their corn, they break off the top?
Do they really?
Yeah, they break it off. Because Mike was up here and he said something about, and we were going by some cornfield or whatever. And he said, that was my first job was... I said, well,
why do you break the top off?
Why do you break the top off? He said, well, everybody breaks the top off of the top of the corn. And then the corn grows or whatever. It's like, no, we don't do that.
That's how we can tell the difference between a sweet cornfield and a field cornfield. It's called your tops.
Yeah, we don't break those off. Yeah. So, he says they have machines.
That come over. Fancy that.
I don't know. That's why we always like it whenever we travel, to go around and... I remember when we were in Indonesia, Pa and I are out there walking through this rice paddy, trying to talk to somebody. We said, what are you doing? And,
it's interesting.
It is interesting the way everybody grows everything and everybody does it different.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense if you're in a different zone. So anyway, in talking about Jen Oates, my friend, and Jim, who provided us the coat tree picture, this is her quilt.
Yes.
And so we started Jay's Bouquet last spring as a block of the month. And then I don't know what happened. I got behind pretty severely and then was doing something else. And finally, it's like I kind of need to get caught up. So you might notice if you have subscribed, you might notice that all of a sudden it's like block number 8.
Starts up again.
I know, sorry. But, but it was really good because it gave everybody a chance to catch up.
Yes. And
so now we're just finishing up. We just have one more. We're just going to film the finishing today. But I think it's going up every 2 weeks.
The next one, was it 8? Just went up yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll start on Tuesdays. I don't know where it was originally, but it's going to be Tuesdays now.
Every 2 weeks. We have found that we're not great about a block of the month.
Yeah. I honestly would rather show you something different each week, whether it's one of our patterns, a quick little, here's how you make this. And it's probably a commitment issue. I have so many, unfinished projects all start at the same time because I get bored. So for me, I'd rather show you this really cool, blah, 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 make it, be done with it, and move on.
I think it's also a priority issue. What happens is it's all of a sudden it comes down to, oh no, today I have these 5 things to do.
Yeah.
And there's always something. Truly 5 people work here.
Yeah.
I think people don't believe that. For retreat center, online store, in-store, YouTube videos.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us that do everything. And so, it's just a matter of, what's gonna send me to jail. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, maybe not real jail, but
definitely a fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. And then I think the last thing is, we were talking, I must have mentioned, what book was I reading? It was, James.
Yeah, you talked about James on Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of comments about that. James came in as number 4 for 2024. Wow. And again, nominated for, it was 10 different prizes.
Wow. Literary prizes, yeah.
Prizes, literary awards, I guess is what it was. And it was kind of funny because I got like raked because they thought I was saying it was bad. I was not saying it was bad. I'm not saying that. It was it's an amazing book. It probably is a book, not probably. It is a book that everybody should read. I think that it's one of those historical fiction books that, you know, we read the stuff about, you know, World War II and World War I and the Korean War and Vietnam War, and we're better for it to understand those things. This is one of those books. But for some reason, I went into it believing it was a modern retelling of Huck Finn. But again, James is from the point of view of the slave Jim that's in the book. And so it's pretty horrifying. Of course, we all know that slavery was horrifying. So maybe it's nothing new. But again, for me, it's hard for me to read those things. And so it's just, it ended great. It ended fantastic. It deserves all of the awards that it's been nominated for. Extremely well written, but horrifying, I think. And I think that's why the type of books that I like to read, you know, ones that really could never happen. You know? That you don't have to think about how gross humans are, you know, and you can just kind of be in a little bit of a fantasy world, just a little bit, and or humor. You know, I like that a little bit better. But then for some reason, the next one that I started reading, and I'm halfway through it now, is called Betty. Mm-hmm. And again, I can never remember who recommends it to me, but whoever it was said that it was a based on the real life of this woman who half Cherokee, half white, raised in the foothills of the Appalachians, and so a lot of Native American, Indian information. I thought, oh, right up my alley. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. Also, super horrifying family life, super horrifying prejudice. So I'm halfway through it, and I'm going to finish it because I feel like it's got to end better. But back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of prejudice, of course. And so prejudice, is that the right word? Prejudice.
I mean, it makes sense.
Prejudice.
Hey, it made sense to me.
Up here in the north, we call it prejudice. Anyway, it was bad. Anyway, it's another one of those that I think was nominated for several things. And
we have a huge Indian influence up here.
We do.
In our area. And it's, always interesting to read about the history, but also hard at the same time because the damn white man. But it's also, I think, the same way. I think anything Indian history is very cool, too.
Yeah.
But you have to get through all the violence to get all your information.
Yeah, and that's just hard for me.
It's hard.
Feel it, you know, so much. Our garden that we're putting in, you guys will see it, those of you guys that are coming up for retreats.
It's exciting.
It's really exciting.
I can't wait to start seeing things pop up, though.
I know. I was out there looking a little bit, but I don't want to jinx it. But we're doing, it's a huge area, and we're doing a heritage garden, which is plants that are indigenous to our area. And of course, we get out here in the center part of the state, we get less than 10 inches of rain a year. Yeah. And so these are all desert dwelling type plants, not cactus, which I think is probably less than 2 inches of rain, but things like, you know, rabbit bush and lupine and, you know, a bunch of that kind of stuff. So almost everything that we picked was flowering. We did get a couple of the big sagebrush plants because, you know, who doesn't love the smell of that? I do.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good smell.
And it's always funny because everybody wants to know, now, what is a sagebrush? And is a sagebrush a tumbleweed? No, not remotely the same. And so now we have those planted there. So you guys will, they won't be very big this year, but probably next year. The first year is for establishing. The second year is a growth year. And by the third year, I think you'll really start to see things. But But anyway, we have it all separated out so that there is medicinal plants. There's a tea garden. And then there's plants that, it's kind of funny. I'm still trying to figure out the wording of the plaque because they're calling it plants that were discovered by Lewis and Clark. Okay, now did they discover?
They didn't discover them.
Because
I think it needs to be that something about like Lewis and Clark journaled about.
Yes.
Or something.
Yes, I think so too.
Because they were still indigenous and the Indians knew they were there.
Yeah.
No one discovered them.
I mean, they were shown. Look how pretty these are.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
This is what you use it for.
You didn't discover that. Yeah. You can't say that.
You just journaled and doodled about it.
I know, but I did buy their journal.
Sure.
You know. And,
But I think it's cool.
And they got to name everything.
Yeah.
Psst, Lewis Flax and
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's how it's all going to kind of be.
I'm super excited.
I'm really excited about it, but it's another one of those things that's going to take up so much time.
Yeah.
Take time away from Box of the Month.
I will, right? Yeah, gardening, always. Mm-hmm. I always tell moms, like, I can't wait for everything to bloom and keep going. But I said, they're medicinal plants. How are you going to keep all them sulflakians? Out of my... I'm not. You're going to have to have some tripwires.
I can't keep them. I have a fenced yard. And I can't keep my strawberries. Oh, they're going to be in there harvesting and waving with their coffee cup every morning.
Put this in my
Ben, bring your gun. We just need a little pop gun.
You just need a little
air rifle. A tripwire.
You need a little cannon. Bird cannon.
A bird cannon.
Just all of a sudden, bam! Just scare the 11 daylights out of them.
What's an anti?
It's for the birds. It's for the birds, guys. It's for the birds.
Sorry. How did that scare you? Good. I know. I'm not going to keep them out. I'm sure of it, but it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. And I think speaking of retreats, there's a couple of spots left. You can kind of search.
Yeah, there's only a few though. I think there's like
almost
two left.
You should put on the website.
I'll put
what's
sold.
Full.
Yeah, I'll put what's
so they
sold
don't
out.
Go on into there and
because I think there's only 3 retreats that have spots left, and I think there's only like 2 in each of those.
See, there's not very many.
I'll go in and I'll change it. So when you guys go in, you'll see what's sold out. So you don't have to hunt that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've started sending out the emails.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
the need to know information.
Yeah.
How to get started, how to get your
scheduling our
booked.
Zoom calls, and I haven't made it through everybody yet, but anyway, I've started all of that. So anyway, if you're planning on joining us, there's still time. Maybe not for the one that you wanted, but it doesn't matter. Come anyway. The only one that is probably, come and do whatever you want to do. The only thing would be the bag retreat. I think we've mentioned
you really have
this,
to come to the bag retreat for that.
Rosalie is our secret weapon for that.
The rest of us will get you into trouble.
Get you into so much trouble. I
don't know what that's saying. I have no idea.
Yeah. I'd help you, but, well, there'd be a lot of alcohol involved, probably.
Probably some seam ribbon.
Yeah. And then the machine embroidery. If you are doing machine embroidery, you have to come to Brianna's in. I do not... don't do that. I have a machine that will do it because I thought, well, if this is my last machine that I'm ever going to get, then I need to be able to do everything I want to do. Yeah. But really, it's easier to say, Brianna, will you make this?
Can you do this for me? You just, here you go.
I need this to be on there right here.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Mom, your machine does it. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know.
I don't want to know. It's safer that way anyway.
I don't have that kind of thread. Yeah. But anyway, so you'll have to do that. But you don't have to do machine embroidery at the machine embroidery retreat.
Or make bags at the bag retreat. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But those are the only 2 things. If you come to a different retreat and hope to have help with bags, yes and no. We can get you as far as we can get you. And probably get you all the way through making a bag. I just don't know how stress-free it will be without Rosalie. So there's that. And machine embroidery. You really can't do machine embroidery at any other retreat because you have to have me.
Unless you know what you're doing.
Right. If you know what you're doing,
if you are just bringing your stuff, because in fact, this last retreat, the last weekend, Becky's retreat, she had 4 gals from Ellensburg in there, and that's what they did. They brought their great big, huge Bernina machines, and they were all working on the last year's ladder quilt Kimberbell's the
Halloween one. Oh, I love their
so cute. And they were just, working
if you know what you're doing, by all means. If you're wanting a whole lot of help because it's brand new and you just got out of the box, I will be at the quilt shop working. So I won't be very much help.
She comes out for dinner and she brings kids and stuff.
Yeah, so you can see
If you ask me a question about machine embroidery, my answer is always the same. Yes.
That sounds good.
Yes.
That sounds right. See what happens. Oh, we gotta
try it.
Ooh, maybe not. That doesn't look right. She
Something wrong.
will be supportive, but I don't know.
You're a cheerleader. And if your machine breaks because of my yes, then Jordan will come out.
And he'll make it better again. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all I have. What do you have? Your nails are so pretty.
Oh, Eliza did them. No, Eliza did them for me.
Eliza did that?
So I
her birthday was Sunday. She turned 12.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy.
We have a moody girl in our house. Our life now.
Well, it's hormones. She can't help it.
I understand it. I just don't remember that.
You were pretty good. You
still love her
were very good. I know.
It's like, you just come hang out with me and stay away from those nasty brother and little sister of yours. Yeah. Granted, she comes to equally same age people at my house, but I don't know. It makes her feel better. Yeah. But no, she did them. So Brittany, for I think Christmas, got her, these are like acrylic gel nails. So she painted something on them, and then while it was wet, I dipped it into a little powder. Oh. And then she did into all of them. And then she painted something else.
How pretty they are.
Something else on them to harden them. Huh. And then she did a top coat that I cooked under UV light. And it's like a gel nail.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. I know.
So now does she hang up her shingle? Did you give her $10 or?
Yeah, I did. I tipped her.
Wow.
She said, I don't want that. And I said, yeah, because I'll be back. I said, I don't like to do my own nails. But I also don't have the time to go to a salon. So, So yeah.
Yeah, those are
just
totally professionally done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And aren't you supposed to do one is a different color? What's that all about?
Oh, that's just trendy. That's not.
Oh, and it's this finger.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I thought maybe it meant
for me,
something.
if I do it on that finger, but it doesn't matter.
And you don't know if it means something. Maybe it means something really bad.
I mean, it's possible. Who knows? I'm okay being. Oh, did you see that girl? Oh, did you see her?
There's no
idea. I have no idea.
She's one of them. Because there's a pink beard now.
A pink beard?
Yeah, I don't know what it means, but it's something big.
Like a man with a pink beard?
A man. Yeah.
I don't know if you're wearing a fake one or not.
No, that was.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, a
Baba
man
would never be caught dead with a bleached beard.
No,
or colored or anything.
No, no, and Pa wouldn't either. But I mean, he doesn't have a beard. But no, it's a thing. I should look it up. But there's something, a pink beard movement.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I saw a black man with a dark beard, but he had your color of beard, and I thought, awesome. What is happening?
The statement.
Because looking at, I mean, you could sometimes wonder, but no. I mean, he was very masculine. I hope that's not rude to say that, but he was very masculine, so it didn't make any sense to me except that flaming pink beard. And I thought, what is happening right there? I have
no idea.
And then I Googled, what does a pink beard mean? But then I didn't have time to read it. It's like, oh, it's a thing. Oh, okay, good. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's something. And then I didn't read it. So now I should, see, why do I even bring this stuff up? Now everybody
else is like, I'm on it.
What is it? I should have looked it up so it could be the information highway.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, it's a thing. I hope it's a good thing, because now that you guys are Googling it.
Hopefully it's a good thing. Hopefully the color pink is going to be something.
It can't be a bad thing.
It can be.
No.
I mean, that should come up in October where everybody's celebrating babies. But, Yeah. It should be an October thing.
It should be an October thing.
Men and women alike, right? So I don't know what it is.
Pink beard. Yeah, it totally should be an October thing. All right. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's see. Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm super excited. But
the time we do fun for dinner for the kids then.
I know. Wonton soup.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Egg rolls.
Egg rolls. I love egg rolls.
I love egg rolls.
I love spring rolls.
Spring rolls.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah. I think if I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, one ethnic food, it would be Asian food.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Everything is so good.
I could eat it every day, every meal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was why it was so bad. When Mama Yum Yums finally closed, when Bing finally closed the restaurant, it was the best food. Yes, we have my love Thai. Be my Thai.
Be my Thai.
Be my Thai. And it's good. It's just not the same. It's also not the same. I mean, it's Thai food versus Chinese food, but
which is good.
It is good. It's just, yeah, we're raised
really
on
like
Mama Yum Yums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Chinese food too.
Yeah. In Soap Lake, the bistro is opening a noodle bar. Now,
Okay, I heard that.
Okay. Now, are you thinking the same thing as me? Because it's a ramen bar.
A ramen bar, yes. So there is a place in Spokane that is like the noodle or something. It's a noodle bar place. And when the last time we took the kids to do the zoo and everything, and maybe it was for Wyatt's birthday, I don't know. We went to the noodle place, and it was really good. It was just you build your own ramen bowl.
That's what it is. So I am a country girl. I mean, I lived in Seattle when I went to college, and I've traveled everywhere. But to me, ramen is ramen, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's far different. What they cook is far different from what we get in the bag.
But I remember thinking, I know. But when they came in, oh, it's going to be a ramen bar, I'm going, oh, yay.
But Mom for sure was also, it was her poor food. When I couldn't afford, I could go buy a bag for 10 cents and I could eat tonight.
Yes, yeah. 10 for $1.
So ramen does not ring nicely to her.
No. Ramen is not. Now, if you called it a noodle bar, that would sound good to me. Yeah. But to call it a ramen bar, and I know it's not the same thing. I know that Top Ramen, but, I believe that every poor college student thinks the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Top Ramen is...
My kids think it's the best thing ever.
I know, Paul.
Between that and mac and cheese. It's like, dude, I don't...
Anybody who's not been to college for 4 years. That's the takeaway. If there's adults who like Top Ramen, tell me your... I feel like... College? Enough. I already know. You went to work right out of high school.
You're a trades worker.
That's right. I can tell. I just don't like ramen. So anyway, everybody's so excited because there's going to be a ramen bar.
Mm. It's if it's like the one in Spokane, it's way better
than. Help you find a place if you turn on location services. Go to location services.
Little nosy Nelly.
Nosy Nelly. She's going to find me a ramen bar. She could just mind her own beeswax.
Well, when it opens, Robert and I will take the kids and we'll go bring them.
I should go. I really want to support them.
I believe it'll be far different than what is in your head.
I'm sure.
Way better too.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And also, they're gonna start.
When are they supposed to start opening? Because I've been hearing about it for a while.
I think they're doing kind of a soft opening, and so
the
people in Soap Lake kind of know about it. But I don't know when they're open. But the other thing they're going to be doing is, and if those of you guys that are either local or those of you guys that have come enough that you know where I'm talking about, Soap Lake, we are very well known for dining. Actually, I mean, the Cloudview Kitchen is fantastic, phenomenal, nothing like it. Sophia's phenomenal, really, really good homemade Italian food, homemade pasta, steaks, really, really good. Mi Cochina's is the Mexican restaurant.
So good.
It's the best Mexican restaurant. I mean, sorry, but it is. There's 7 Mexican restaurants in Ephrata. Ephrata people go to Soap Lake. Mm-hmm. Hers is really, really good. Her margaritas. Oh, man.
She knows how to make one.
She knows how to make them from scratch. Very, very, very good. And then, what am I forgetting? 1, 2, 3. So then, the bistro is where the spa is. And it's, years and years ago, it was known as Dawn's. It was everybody's favorite steakhouse. And then when they sold it, when Marina sold it to Sherry, Dawn's closed down, and it's been a couple of different things, and right now it's open like for banquets. But anyway, what they're going to start doing very, very soon, I think in February, they're going to start doing a weekend brunch from 10 a.m. until 2. And they have it on their Facebook page. Maybe I can even find a little picture or whatever and see if we can put it up for you guys. But very specific menu on Saturdays.
Sure.
And kind of more hometown, kind of like, biscuits and gravy and, omelets and all of that kind of thing. And then it seems like on Sunday was a little bit fancier with what they were going to have. Anyway, I was like super impressed. $35.
Wow.
Which I think is a really good deal.
Pretty reasonable. Yeah.
I mean, now 10 years ago, whooshta. But, but now, gosh, a dozen eggs is $10.
Yeah.
I mean, everything has gone up. And I think that, the last time, Pa stopped and got a burger, fries, and a pop at DK's was $22. So an all-you-can-eat buffet where you can sit there for 4 hours and gorge yourself. $35 is a pretty good deal.
It's a pretty good deal.
So anyway, I'm kind of
exciting.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's, it's good. So those of you guys that do come up,
We might have a new spot.
I know. Yeah, I know. And it's kind of fun because you go to Cloudview now on, Sundays after church and the line is out the door.
Yeah. But it's so good.
It's worth it.
It's worth waiting for.
It's worth it to stand in line and visit with everybody and where you from. And there's a lot of visitors, and you visit for a long time. Totally, totally worth it. But it's nice that there's another option if you're starving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll keep you posted on that.
Cool.
But.
All right.
All right. I think we have you all up to speed and we will find out it might be too late to tell you what you should have for dinner tonight when we do box opening, but we're going to find out anyway. We'll report.
Yeah. What we're going to have.
Yeah.
All right. See you tonight at 5.
See you guys tonight. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.